Okay, so we're back. Let's continue with another Venn diagram to check for validity. Just more practice so you can work through these in the text and then check your work here. Okay, so premise 1, some chariot racers are soldiers. Premise 2, all chariot racers are musicians. Therefore, conclusion, some musicians are soldiers. Okay. Now, I didn't point this out before, but it might be helpful. If you have an argument like this, I find it to be somewhat helpful if you break it down into its form. So just use the letters to substitute for the groups here. So let me show you what I mean. You do something like some C are S. So some chariot racers, C, are soldiers, S. All C are M. So all C chariot racers are musicians. Conclusion, some M are S. Maybe that's a little bit helpful. You can ignore some of the words and just look at the form or the structure that the argument takes. Okay, so let's put up our Venn diagram. Okay, so we got our 3 circles here. So again, let's start with our conclusion. We'll let the minor term, M, go there. Major term, S, go there. Our middle term found in the 2 premises will go right there. Okay, so we have our M circle, S circle, and our C circle. Okay, so as we're shading these in, we look here at premise 1 and premise 2, and we notice we have a particular statement, some chariot racers are soldiers, not all, and 2, we have all chariot racers are musicians. Okay, so universal, or a particular and universal, so we want to start with premise 2 as we shade these in. Okay, so all chariot racers are musicians. So we have our C circle, we have our M circle. Now remember, shading means empty. There's nothing there. That area is completely empty. So all chariot racers are musicians. So we want to find the area that's within C, but outside of M. So we have our M circle here. All chariot racers are musicians. So everything that's in the C but outside of M is what we are going to shade. Okay. So that tells us nothing is there. If there is a C, it's an M. So it's somewhere in the M circle. Okay, so that's premise 2. Premise 1, some chariot racers are soldiers. So here we have the word some that tells us a particular. We're dealing with a particular statement, so we're going to use an X to symbolize this. So some chariot racers are soldiers. So we find our C circle here, our S circle there. This part of the area where they overlap, C and S, has already been shaded. So that makes it real easy for us. There's only one spot where chariot racers who are soldiers could go, and that would be right there. Okay, so we have our C circle, our S circle. This is where they overlap. That area here is empty, and we have our X circle there. Okay, I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's right there. Okay. Okay, so that's premise 1. Premise 2, conclusion, some musicians are soldiers. Okay, so we're looking for the area where M and S overlap, which would be right here. And we are told that at least one musician is a soldier. Well, here we have our X. It's in the area of overlap between M and S. So that tells us that at least one M exists, and M is a soldier. So that tells us that this argument is valid. Okay. It's a little bit difficult to see, but the shading is up here. The X is right there in the middle, the area of overlap. So therefore, that's a valid argument. Okay, hope that helps you out.